All right, hi, everybody. My name is Adam Bria. It's Wednesday, November 3rd, 6:04 p.m. This is the License and Permits Committee. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Marlene, since I don't have the names in front of me, if you mind doing the roll call.
Of course. No problem. Leroy and Dino.
Present.
Thanks. Eric Alcancella. Adem Brija.
Here.
Thanks. Carlos Diaz. Angela Donadell.
Present.
Thank you. Judith Ferraro.
I'm here.
Thanks. Jessica Morris.
Here.
Miguel Pava.
Present.
Thanks. Shavasia Robinson T. And Jordan Wright.
Present.
Thanks. Okay, we can continue. I have a quorum, Madam.
Okay, so now I will look to adopt the agenda with one modification. I'm going to
Hold on, Adem. Do you want to say the ground rules, just so everybody's clear?
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I see it. All right, so
Oh, okay.
ground rule- yeah, no one can speak until granted the floor. That's number one. Number two, CB11 members, if you have a question about board business or wish to take a motion, please raise your hand. If you, the instructions for that are below. I won't go through all that. I don't see number, okay, I'll wait for
Oh,
you to-
are you ready to move on?
yeah. Number three is the chat function. It should not be used for CB11 business or questions about agenda topics. All such remarks should be made on the record by raising your hand through Zoom. Chat should only be used to alert us to any technical difficulties you are having or to state in writing information like an email address that was already stated out loud on the record during the meeting. Number four, please keep your questions and comments succinct and germane to the discussion. Number five, members of the public, if you have a question or comment about the subjects on the agenda, please raise your hand through Zoom and wait to be recognized. All right, so now the meeting's been called to order. We did roll call, so we're going to adopt the agenda, and I'll just, I guess, if I can, combine that with adopting the October committee minutes. The only change I'm going to make is I'm going to move the one street activity permit up to the front of the agenda, so that lady does not have to sit here through all the liquor licenses. So if I don't hear any objections, we'll just move forward with that. And okay, I don't see any objections. So in that case, we will go to number 8 on our agenda under item 8, street activity permits. Thanksgiving dinner. It's November 24th, 2021, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., 109th Street between Madison and Fifth Avenue. Before I even let the applicant speak, just so the committee knows, I reviewed all the documents. They have everything. Everything looks good on my end. And now if the applicant wishes to speak a little bit, they have the floor. And then if the committee has any questions or comments, those will come after that.
Hi, I'm Judy Seacon. I'm the Deputy Executive Director at New York Common Pantry. What we are hoping to do is have a socially distanced lunch available for our clients. We serve a takeaway lunch every day. For Thanksgiving, we wanted to make it special, and so we would like to put tables, only 10 tables, only in front of our building, and it will be for anyone who wants to sit. We will still offer the food as a takeaway, so we don't expect that we will, have a very crowded situation, but we wanted to make that available to this population since the typical Thanksgiving meal cannot be held inside.
Okay, thank you. Do I have any questions? All right, Judith, I see you're raising your hand on the screen. Go ahead.
Yeah, on this application, it does say curb lane only. So are we closing the whole street, or is it just like a curb lane only? I'm curious about that.
So we do want to have no parking on the whole street. But we will keep a lane open for people who need to pass through. We understand it is, day before Thanksgiving, and there will be neighbors who need to be able to move their cars and to get out of the street.
Okay, so then it's not a full street closure.
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because I noticed that. All right. Anyone else have any questions? I guess it's up to,
All right, thanks, Judith. Do I have any other questions or comments? If not, do I have a motion? Judith?
a motion to approve.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second,
Second, who seconded it?
Leroy Andino.
Okay, so seconded by Leroy. Marlene, if you don't mind taking the roll.
Leroy Andino,
Approved.
Yeah, he seconded. Oh,
Adem Briha,
yes,
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
thank you. Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
thanks. Jessica Morris, Jessica Morris, Miguel Pava,
Yes, Marlene, thank you.
Yes.
you're welcome, thank you. And Jordan Wright,
Yes.
thank you, the motion carries.
okay. Thank you to the applicant. Good luck with your event. All right, and now we will go to the beginning of the liquor licenses. So number one is Alex 123 Corp., new application for a beer and cider license for a restaurant located at 1928 Third Avenue. That's on 107th Street. Is the applicant here?
I have to see, some people joined after you started the meeting at them, so let me just figure out if this person is the
Okay.
rep. James Garcia, are you the rep?
I'm not a rep. I'm
Okay.
a community board alum. I have a question about one of your applicants. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, phone number ending in 598. Are you an applicant or a rep for an applicant? Press *9 to unmute yourself on the phone, please, since you joined on the phone.
Hello?
Hi,
Yes, I'm the representative of Alex 123.
okay.
Okay, well, before we give you the floor, I'm gonna let you tell us a little bit about your business, whatever. I believe you're missing pretty much
Everything.
everything except the 30-day notice.
Correct.
So I
Oh,
guess I would ask you to start with explaining why we are missing all those documents, and then I guess you can go from there. We'll see what happens.
I'm sorry that it's been a little delayed with the giving that back. Other than that, this is a restaurant basically. It's a sandwich shop. He just wants to be able to sell beer there because that's one of the main entries that he sees people getting around there.
Is the business already open?
Yes.
Okay. And are you aware of what documents you need to submit?
I believe it was 2 documents that you guys forwarded me through email.
You need a questionnaire, which you haven't submitted, a stipulation,
Mhm.
your posting, your 7-day posting. Now, I don't know if that's already up and you haven't sent it to us, or if you haven't put it up yet.
The posting I already have a picture of. I just didn't do the forms.
Okay,
that I
well,
sent to you.
this is the thing. I mean, I will let the committee ultimately is going to vote on it, but I don't see how we can approve you at this meeting without you having any of those required documents. Unfortunately, with that being the case, I would
Mhm.
leave the door open for you to reach back out to the board. Maybe you could be seen at executive. No, I don't think you could be seen at executive. That comes after full board. Maybe on new business in the full board, but I don't want to promise that because the chair of the board runs that meeting, and that would have to be, I believe, at their discretion. But
Okay.
in the meantime, I'll see if the committee has any other questions or comments before we entertain a motion.
Okay.
No,
Jessica?
I don't know how.
Judith, hold on.
All
Jessica,
right.
I didn't know you were gonna talk. Jessica, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just a comment. It's next to impossible to inquire if there's no information provided. Am I wrong? I'm new to the committee. I just want to make sure
I mean,
that.
no, you're 100% correct. I just, I pretty much said that. I just don't want to like close the door if you guys had a question about the business or whatever, but it is impossible for us to approve this without any of those documents. So you're correct about that.
Okay, thanks. No question.
Judith?
Yeah, I was going to ask, since the executive is after the full board, how soon can he get the documents to the?
I can submit them tomorrow if you would like.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
But we
I would-
can't do it. We really can't do
So
it.
Judith, I don't know why you're opening the door to say that. The next possible time he could come would
I
be
know.
possibly at new business to full board. We don't have permission to allow him into full board. That's gonna be on the board chair's decision. So
Yeah,
if he wants to submit everything tomorrow, I would advise him to do that. And he can, in that email, request to be added to new business at this month's full board meeting. If he's granted that,
Okay.
then which I hope you are, I would like to see you get your license, but if that's
appreciate
not the case, you'd have to just come back next month,
right,
but
but he has to be.
May I
aware that he
interrupt?
has to- I'm sorry, he
Yeah,
has
go
to
ahead,
be aware
Marlene.
that he has to appear at the full board.
okay.
Well, appear or Zoom, whatever it is, yeah.
Go ahead, Marlene, please.
Yeah, your procedures say it's an automatic denial. That's
Oh,
one.
it's a denial tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one is the executive meeting is the 18th and full board is the 23rd.
Oh, so this month
Oh.
is before now? Okay, I can't.
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't keep track with any of that.
All right, no, that's perfect. So can he get the documents to us and we'll do it at the executive? Can we do that?
That's again,
I
that's.
can submit it tomorrow.
No, excuse me, hold on. Again, that will be up to the board chair. So if all right, never mind. What I would do if I were you is submit the documents preferably by tomorrow, but no later than the end of the week. In that email, I would request if I could be seen at the executive committee, and if not, then at new business at full board. You'll get a response to either one of those. You will then be told the date of those meetings, and you will be required to attend. And because at that point, when all your information is submitted, I'm sure there will be questions for you, and you'll need to be able to answer them.
Okay.
Jessica,
Do we have to submit another 30 days? Sorry.
no, the 30-day you submitted is fine. You just have to submit all the
Okay.
others. So the posting, the picture of the posting that you say is up, the questionnaire, the stipulation form, and I believe that's it. Jessica?
Yeah, just a question, point of process, again, as being new to the committee, relatively new to the committee, and having understood the effects of bringing things to, full board and executive when applications don't come to this point completed. And I guess my question is, you are, Adam, as a chair, very kind to business in opening that door and extending invitation to business owners to come and get up and running with their license as quickly as possible. Is that common practice, or is the standard to say, we meet again next month, please come prepared. The date of the meeting is the first Wednesday, and we expect you to have all your documents then so we can approve you and get you going.
If he wasn't here tonight and there was just that 30-day notice and he wasn't present, it would be an automatic denial. Nobody would reach out to him and extend him that courtesy. But it has been practiced in these situations to extend that courtesy. It's also been practiced to add these applicants to new business that never even showed up before the committee by the board chairs or, so they've done that as well. So it is common practice. This doesn't happen super often where the applicant is here for a new application with no documents, but it has happened and we have extended that courtesy. And with COVID, we've been a little bit more, I wouldn't say we've changed our rules, but we have been a little bit more lenient just because we understand, the hardships that most people are going through. Do I have any other questions before? I mean, it's going to be an automatic denial, but I'm still going to take a motion. Marlene, I have a hand up from the public. Can I entertain that? Yeah, right? James,
Yes, of course.
James, go ahead. James? Okay,
James,
maybe your
go
hand's
ahead
up.
and
by
unmute
accident.
yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
So my question is to Alex 123 Corp. They said they're an existing business. How long have they been in business, and where exactly on 107th and 3rd? And what's the capacity of their restaurant?
I will let the applicant answer those questions. Good.
Okay, we've been open for about 2 years, because it started in 2019. The capacity would be around 40 people at most. It's not a really big place. It's basically a sandwich shop. It used to be a Blimpies prior to me getting it.
So then my assumption was that if a business applied for a liquor license, whether it's beer and wine or full liquor license, that they would need to have a full menu, not just a sandwich shop. And also,
Well,
maybe
I do have a menu.
if you can correct me, isn't there a yeah, isn't that correct?
No, they don't
A
need a
sandwich
full
shop
menu.
doesn't qualify.
They
is
don't need
my
a full
understanding.
menu. They don't need a full
Okay.
menu.
And is there a reason why you didn't apply in 2019 for a liquor license?
I didn't. Well, I was just starting out, so I really didn't have the funds, and I was just starting out. Like, that was it.
And my last question to you, sorry, I keep asking, but what are your hours of operation?
Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
You're not open on
That's
the
it.
weekends?
Sometimes it depends. Like lately, because of COVID and stuff like that. Right now, I've been trying to renovate the place.
Well, just so you know, when you submit your documents, you need to, if
Mhm.
you're going to plan on being open on the weekends, I would advise you to put those hours, because if you're going to leave them blank and then come back and change it down the road, that's just going to be more work for you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. So I don't want to.
Chair,
Yes.
Chair, I have a question
Yes.
for you. Will the full board, if this is presented to the full board meeting, will there be an opportunity for members of the full board or committee to review these in advance of his
Yes.
remarks?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I'm asking him to submit them preferably by tomorrow, but if not by the end of the week. And then when they send out the materials for the full board, that'll be circulated along with it.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so then do I have a motion to deny?
Motion to deny.
All right, motion to deny made by Jessica Morris. Do I have
I'll
a second?
second the motion.
That's Angela. Okay, so seconded by Angela. Marlene, can you take the roll, please?
Okay, before you go into a vote, I just want to be clear about what's happening. So you're denying it and sending him to executive?
I'm denying him and telling him to submit all his documents by tomorrow. If not, then by the end of the week. And in that, request that he be seen at executive. I will leave the decision of whether
Okay.
he goes to executive up to Nilsa or Xavier, whoever is going to be running that meeting.
No problem. Okay. Leroy Andino,
Aye.
Eric Alcancella. I'm sorry, he's out. Adem Briha,
No.
Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Judith Ferraro, Judith. You're on mute. Just go like that. Okay. I see you. Jessica Morris,
Yes, deny.
thank you.
Okay, Denai, you hear me now?
I got it. Miguel Pava,
Deny.
Alright.
thanks. And Jordan Wright,
Deny.
thanks. The motion carries again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you to the applicant, and yeah, please try to get all that in by tomorrow, and hopefully executive
will.
have you seen. All right, take care.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
you too. Number two is Perez Familia LLC. It's a new application for a wine, beer, and cider license. They're at 2108 Second Avenue. That's on 109th Street. The applicant is here. Before I give them the floor, with this application, I reviewed all the documents, and I believe everything that was required has been submitted. Now, if the applicant would like to share a little bit about their plans for this business, the floor is yours.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Hey, so my name is Jonathan, and this is actually our second location that I opened up around August. So the plan was for this one to be like a smaller shop for my parents to work in, and my older brother, so that it would be like easier on them since they're a little bit older. But October and September was very hard, and it was super slow. So we had to change up our menu, added more food to the menu, and we realized that now that we're offering like a full menu with tacos, tortas, sandwiches, people want to have like a beer or something like that, or like a sangria made out of wine, you know. And but yeah, I feel like that would definitely help my parents and my brother survive with that business, because quite honestly, we made no profit out of October, August, and September. It was pretty tough. But you know, now that we switched around the menu and we're trying new things, this October was a lot better, and I'm hoping that November continues that way in December. But I really feel that having like soft alcohol like that would help, you know, their sales and for them to maintain open.
Okay, great, thank you. Do I have any questions or comments from the committee? Jessica?
Nope.
Thank you, Dem, for acknowledging my actual hand
Yeah,
raise.
that's fine.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Jonathan, for your thorough documentation. I appreciate the post-hugging that you've done to let people know that you're seeking this this license. Could you describe for me just a little bit what the sit-down capacity is of your restaurant?
So, okay, so right now we are able to sit about 8 customers at a time. And then we do mostly like people that come in. It's basically a grab and go for our already location that is on the same block, but tucked away. So we offer everything like birria tacos, pastries, homemade drinks to go. And then people can also sit down, and it's about 8 seats in there. Again, it wasn't intended to be something crazy so that it would be a whole repetition of my parents having to like juggle so many tables and chairs. But my brother is there with them, and he's there with them from morning to nighttime, so they can handle, you know, those few tables.
Great, thank you. Just to follow up, so this is an additional location that sort of supplements another nearby location that does similar business, correct?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Okay, do I have any other questions or comments from the committee?
Well, to Jessica, she asked about how many persons. It states here 15. Is that correct, sir?
With employees, but for seating customers is just 8. But like employee wise, it's a total of like 15.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, do I have any other questions or comments from the committee?
Nope.
Okay, I see James's hands up. I'll recognize it.
Hi, thank you. Just full disclosure, I have no stake in this business. I just wanted to share that I know that they've been in East Harlem for 15 plus years. I can attest to the quality and professionalism and contributions they've had in our community. And I cannot speak high enough. I mean, I'm just lost. I mean, they're an incredible business, and I think the board should really consider approving their request. So again, I have no stake. They don't know who I am, but I've been to their business for many years. So I just had to share that.
Thank you.
I truly appreciate that so
Okay.
much.
Do I have a motion then?
I'll motion to accept.
Okay, so a motion to approve made by Judith. Do I have a second?
Second.
Who seconded it? Please say your name.
Jordan
when you
Wright.
Okay, Jordan
Jordan
Wright,
Wright.
thank you. All right, then I will ask Marlene to call the roll.
Leroy Andino,
Approve.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Approve.
thanks, Jessica Morris,
Yep.
thanks, Miguel Pava,
Approve.
thanks, and Jordan Wright.
Approve.
Motion passes with them.
Okay, Jonathan, thank you. You don't have to stay on any longer. You can go about the rest of your night, and good luck.
Again, thanks everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good
Okay,
night.
take care. All right, since we have a lot of newer members, just because we're done with the new applications, it's going to be a little bit different with the renewals. With renewals, the applicant is not required to be here unless we request them to be here. Usually we only do that if there's an excessive number of 311 calls or somebody from the community has complained about some of their business practices, etc. In the case of this month's agenda, that was not the case for any of these renewals. Additionally, I have reviewed all the renewal applications. I believe all their documents are in order. But I just want to give you all that heads up. We're still going to go through them one by one. So number 3 would be Hot Jalapeno Restaurant Corp. Doing business as Hot Jalapeno Restaurant, renewal application for a wine, beer, and cider license at 219 East 116th Street. I mean, if anybody has questions or comments, the applicant's not here. Their documents are all here. So I'll just entertain a motion in that case.
I have a question.
Okay, I'll approve.
Okay, hold on, Angela, you have a question?
Yes, can this be bundled, the 3 renewals? So that we don't have to go through 3,
I mean, we've never done that, but I don't see why we couldn't do that. Marlene, is there any reason we couldn't do that?
There's no reason, just say each individually, and when you're
Okay.
bundle at the end, then do that. Yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, I think we could do all of them. So we could do 3,
Right.
4, 5, 6, and 7. So if no one has any objections, I'm gonna read them all out loud, and I'll entertain a motion then on the whole package, okay? So do I have a motion to approve the following renewal applications? Hot Jalapenos Restaurant for a wine, beer, and cider license at 219 East 116th Street. 1569 Lex Corp. Doing business as La Chouk, renewal application for wine, beer, and cider license for a restaurant located at 1569 Lexington Avenue. Number 5, 1567 Lex Corp. Doing business as Effie's Kitchen, renewal application for a wine, beer, and cider license at 1567 Lexington Avenue. Number 6, 1779 Restaurant Corp. Renewal application for a full liquor license for a restaurant located at 1779 Lexington Avenue. And number 7, This Fruit and LLC, doing business as Allison, renewal application for wine, beer, and cider license for a restaurant at 1651 Lexington Avenue. Do I have a motion to approve all of those renewals?
I approve.
Okay, so there's a motion by
I
Judith.
approve all.
Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Seconded by Angela. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Yes. Leroy Andino,
Approve.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Angela Donadell,
Approve.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes, approve.
Jessica Morris,
Yep.
Miguel Pava,
Approve.
and Jordan Wright.
Approve.
Passes for all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 applications, renewal applications.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The next item on our agenda, Marlene, I don't believe that Alex is here, correct?
He's not here.
Okay, just a brief update. These were all the stickball events that they had come before us in 2020. Then they didn't do them that year. They didn't do them in 2021. And basically, the applicant was supposed to come tonight because they wanted to see if they had to resubmit all the paperwork, or if they could just basically leave everything the same. I'm not really going to get into that in depth now because they're not even here. My thoughts on it were, if SAPO was okay with it, for the most part, I wouldn't see why we wouldn't have been. The only thing I might have thought we would request, definitely, regardless of what SAPO thought, was updated COVID safety plans. But since the applicant's not here, Marlene, I'll ask that you reach out to the applicant and see if they could come to next month's meeting, and tell them,
Okay.
though, if they do not come to next month's meeting, then we are going to request everything brand new.
Okay,
100%. So we'll extend that courtesy to them one more time. And even if they do show up next month, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just saying that that's definitely off the table then, because we can't take
Okay.
it next year without knowing where we're going.
do you want me to, because after reviewing the records, after you and I spoke, SAPO had not created the affirmation
Okay.
document, so they never submitted that. So do you want me to include that in the
Yes.
correspondence?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
No.
You had mentioned also, and I believe that's why James is here from the public mainly, about that Monte Carlo diner, but I don't, the applicant, I mean, they weren't on the agenda, but they were maybe gonna come. They're not here, right?
No.
James, I don't really know if can answer any questions for you. All I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, one, can I just sort of like back up and make a recommendation on the Sapo stickball event? I would reach out to Sapo, just because with the new administration changing and events that you might not be aware of, I would just flag it for them, because they might have different priorities and might have a different opinion on whether or not the event can take place. Just a recommendation.
Oh,
But
we're not doing anything without Sapo either.
Oh, okay.
He was gonna have to provide written proof or something from them saying they were okay with it. I'm not gonna do
Right.
anything without being on the same page with them. So I appreciate your comment, but no, we weren't gonna do
Oh,
that.
okay, great. Now, regarding Monte Carlo, I have a few concerns about that. I live on 112th between 2nd and 1st, and their business will be the previous restaurant Mountain Bird. I am trying to wrap my head around the idea of having a 24/7 diner on that block, for a few reasons. I don't know what study they've done, or marketing, or just sort of like a survey of anyone that's even going to be around there. I do have a few concerns about a full liquor license. Not sure if they've had any communication with the Jehovah's Witness across the street. I know that that's been an issue for past applicants, getting a full liquor license within 500 feet of a house of worship. I honestly don't understand why they're requesting to open a 24-hour restaurant. The quality of life on that corner is already bad enough, and to have a business open 24/7 with liquor, and yes, the law is that they have until 4 a.m., but I don't know what sort of mitigation or any plans they have in place. If there is a rowdy crowd outside and there isn't a 24/7 restaurant in the neighborhood that I'm aware of, I'm just concerned about who's going to be coming and sort of the quality of life that might bring to that corner. So my request is, go on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely hear your concerns. We have no position on this at the moment. I don't know how the other members of this committee feel about it, but I'm not even gonna ask them tonight because we haven't heard anything, but I do hear your concerns. One thing I just want to comment on is the 24-hour thing, and just in terms of the liquor component, whether they can sell to 4 a.m. or not, I know that that's the rule, but if we were to even entertain something like that, I don't think we would give them that big of a window. So hypothetically, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, if they were to be able to open, because I don't think we have any say on whether they can open 24 hours a day or not.
No, I know that, but
But we
it,
do have
again,
the ability to deny the license if we don't like their business plan. And we also have the ability to restrict the hours of that license. So I mean, we could say, 7 days a week, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. hypothetically. And then if they don't abide by that, and let's say you're a resident or something, you call to complain, I mean, then they'd be in violation of their license. But I don't really want to go further than that. All I would say is, I mean, I know you, James, so I'll tell you what, I'll personally reach out to you in case you don't know and let you know when they're on the agenda. That way you're definitely going to be present and able, and if you're not for whatever reason, you're welcome to submit any questions or comments you have in writing, and I will bring them up at the meeting.
yeah, I'm just curious to know the history of this group, because I know they
Yeah, I
just
don't know
formed their
anything about
LLC.
them. Yeah.
They formed their LLC in June of this year. And there was a Monte Carlo that was open on 76th Street, but closed at some point earlier in the year. So would be curious to know if this is the same
Sure, the same
restaurant
people.
owner.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, well, I appreciate,
No,
thanks a
that's-
lot, and thank you all for everything you do.
Okay, thank you for being here.
Bye-bye.
He was a former license and permits chair, so
Yes,
in case
yes,
anybody
he
doesn't
was.
know that. Okay, we have one item of old business. This is going back to, I believe, our September meeting, where I had written a resolution regarding restaurant alcohol
Wait,
delivery and
what-
takeout
okay.
program. Yeah, Judith?
Did we make a decision yet on the sick? board? Did we vote on it?
We don't have to take a vote on that tonight. It's not an action item. The applicant was just gonna come to speak to us, and we weren't gonna vote on anything anyway. I mean, maybe we would have if they were here, but since they're not here, I'm just asking Marlene to ask them to come to next month's meeting, in which case then we'll listen and entertain what they have to say. In the event that now
okay.
they don't show up to next month's meeting, then
Right.
that would take us into the new year without having really spoken to them, in which case then I'm going to say that we're just going to require all the documents, no matter what the case is, to be redone.
Okay, yeah, because they don't have their plan either, as you
Right,
said before.
Right,
So,
so,
okay,
right, so as of right now, there's
okay.
nothing to do.
All
We'll just
right,
get them
that
coming together.
was it.
Okay, so back to the resolution.
Yeah.
For anyone who wasn't at the September meeting, we talked about it pretty thoroughly. There was a debate on it, and we were in like the process of taking a vote, but then we lost
Right.
quorum, so we couldn't actually vote on it. And then I was unable to make last month's meeting, and since I wrote the resolution, I guess I appreciate there being no action taken on it to allow me to be present for that. So I did do a little bit of like research regarding the resolution, and I initially thought that I would modify the resolution, and I decided to not. And my reasons are based on my research, and I mean, I'm not saying my research is foolproof or that it couldn't have missed something or somebody else didn't. There wasn't one incident that I could find on the internet or anywhere regarding an issue with the takeout program, as far as there being any increased violence or robberies or anything regarding that. Secondly, we spoke a lot about the how it would work, like with IDing and minors and all this. The thing is that the platforms that restaurants are already using to do these things, such as like Uber Eats or DoorDash, they already have liquor stores on their app, so people can go on their phone on an app and order liquor from the liquor store. And the ID process isn't going to be then done by the liquor store; it's done through the app. So Uber Eats or Postmates or whatever, they have their system in place. So it'd be the same system for a restaurant or a liquor store. In terms of my point, and then I'll open it up to the floor. I just want to make one last point where I say that we do another test run. And I'm a business owner, and I can attest to the fact that while indoor dining is 100%, it's 100% in theory. I don't know anybody's business that's nearly returned to what it was before in terms of indoor dining. And there was a lot of questions as to why this program was suspended so quickly without there really being any issue regarding it. It just seems like there was a expiration date and then there was no talks about renewing it. So, I mean, I'll open the floor, anybody who has any questions, comments, concerns, and then we'll take it to a vote and we'll just go from there. Jessica, I see your hand up.
Thanks, Adem. When I first saw this in September, I kind of thought, like, really, is this really what we need? But, you know, why not? Is a frame of reference in supporting where you can, something that seemed to be successful and not detrimental. And I think all I have to offer are some grammatical improvements.
Oh, I mean, I wrote it like 10 minutes at night, so feel free. You can chew up my
Yeah,
work.
how, you know, I think, you know, spelling out the program whenever you reference it amplifies, you know, the level of importance that you're giving to its formal name. And then in the main clause, the third clause, adjusting some of the phrasing so that it flows a little bit better, as well as in the last, the second point under the resolution, you should probably just shift the language to asks that should the restaurant alcohol delivery and takeout program be temporarily reinstated and continue to be successful, that New York State Liquor Authority consider yada yada. So I'm happy to submit those. I think it doesn't change the meaning anywhere, but it does make it read a little bit better.
I mean,
So-
I will reread it myself, but I'd gladly welcome you emailing me any edits with my wording. I'm not the best technical writer, so I appreciate that.
No, but I applaud you for suggesting that there was something that was found that increased business and that was maybe not harmful, as long as that regulatory frame of, you know, it not being abused is something that can continue to be.
I'll be honest, I didn't even, I have a restaurant and I was not even able to get, because we didn't really start doing deliveries till COVID started. And by the time we were even able to participate in this program, it was over. And I just, like I said, I mean, I think we're on the road to recovery from COVID, but that recovery for restaurants and indoor dining, it seems like it's going to be a ways away. Now the winter's coming, flu season, I could see indoor dining suffering even more. And I mean, I can hear the concerns, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. Do I have any other questions or comments or concerns? Angela, I know that you, I welcome, no, because I appreciate your comments and stuff. So if you have, I know you were vocal last time and I heard everything you said. So I just don't want you to, if you want to speak, I would appreciate it, or, you know, it's up to you.
Oh, I expressed myself.
No, I know you did.
still
I don't
have-
know if everybody was here, so I just figured if you wanted to just kind of,
Oh, no,
No.
because
okay,
I still have trepidation.
yeah.
I'm just thinking about it, looking at the community at large, where I see things that I believe could become problematic in this dynamic. And so the resolution has been put forth. I'm willing to cast a vote.
Okay, I appreciate it. Do we have any other comments or questions or concerns? If not, then I will take a motion.
Before
Either-
you all go to a vote.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
go ahead,
Just for
Marlon.
some clarity. So I need to give this resolution to the larger full board before the 23rd, preferably a week before the 23rd of this month. So whoever will do the edits, please have that to me before the 23rd and not the day of, just so I could give you.
I will hand you the final copy. If Jessica wants to give me any grammatical errors, I'd gladly take them, but I will also edit it myself and I will take the onus of, if it's passed, having it sent to you well before the 23rd.
Okay, I think I sent this as a PDF. What I can do is just put it up on your board member drive, if that. would-
Okay,
and
yeah,
you
that's
guys-
great.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Okay,
Okay,
so do I have a motion then, approve or deny, and we'll go from there?
Motion to approve.
Oh, who
Jordan
made the
Wright.
motion? Jordan Wright, okay, I have a motion to approve by Jordan Wright. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, seconded by Judith. Marlene, if you could take the roll.
Leroy Andino,
Approve.
Eric, I'm sorry, Adem Briha,
Yes.
Angela Donadille,
No,
Oh, well.
Ferraro,
Yes,
thanks. Jessica Morris,
Yep.
thanks. Miguel Pava,
Approve.
thanks. And Jordan Wright.
Approve.
Motion carries.
Okay, I think that we have no new business, unless anybody has any announcements or anything to share. Marlene, if you have any last comments, if not, then I will just adjourn the meeting. Okay, all right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Okay, good night.
night.
Bye.
Adem, I just sent you an attachment to with the